My name is Bjørn Kraft, and I work for the Institute of Marine Research in Norway as a senior scientist. And one of my work tasks is to run a survey in the Southern Ocean. This is the 10th year we will perform this same survey. We are a team going down with technicians and scientists. We have different responsibilities during the cruise. Some are new for the area, so they have been trained before we have left, but we also need to get into the work when we get down. And we have experts in different fields that will be taking care of the different tasks that we will be working with. So yeah, we are a team of enthusiastic and interested people, and together with the fishermen we will have a nice trip, a nice cruise, collect a lot of good data.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I am preparing a new battery set. Everything that can be prepared here is save us time on board.
What is that instrument?
A CTD, a conductivity, temperature and depth sensor. It measures the amount of particles in the water. This is some kind of cover. It will be moving. During measurement, it will be, this is a window. This will rotate to open the window for the measurements. And the rest of the period when not measuring, the window will be closed.
What is your main task on board or during the cruise?
In short, technical things. To maintain or to run, set up and run the echo sounders, prepare the mooring instruments for deployment, or if they are already deployed, read out data. It's not so much time to make any form of quality control on the data on board. So we just change batteries, reprogram the software for a new deployment, some programming also now and then, and it is very interesting work. It's not the same each time.
Our effort is around the South Orkney Islands, which is here. So we have set transect lines. We visit the same lines every year, and we have also set predetermined positions for the trawl stations that we perform also every year. Do measurements of Antarctic krill, which is a target of this survey. We want to measure how much krill is in the area, and we also want to study the population dynamics or the demographic composition of the krill. So we sample krill and we measure krill with echo sounders in this area. Yeah, on the vessels there are transducers or sensors that are mounted to the hull underneath the boat. So they are pointing downwards and they measure how much krill is underneath the boat. So that's why we cover a large area using these sensors. And then we can use a set method to calculate how much biomass of krill that we find in this area. Now what we do is we sample krill with a trawl. So from the sample we look at the composition of males, females, and also look at the reproductive state that they are in. So we can determine how many are reproducing and how many are juveniles and etc.
It's gonna be salps or krill?
I think it'll be krill.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're close to the island, so I guess so. But maybe we'll get a few salps also. But it should be more krill, yeah. But you never know.
Happy?
There's a few things also.
Nice.
My name is Astrid. I'm a technician at the Marine Research Institute of Norway, and I've been so lucky to be a part of this survey in Antarctica, looking for krill.
I mostly work with samples of plankton and fish eggs, fish larvae. So I work through the samples and give the results to the scientists.
Then we have some krill here, but there's not that many. Let's pick out the krill in these two, and then see because it's fish krill and salps.
So what do you do now?
Now we sort up the catch. It looked like it's primarily salps and krill, so now we just pick out the krill from the salps. Then we're going to stage the krill to see which sections and stages it is.
We get the trawl on board and we sort through the samples to see what species are present. If it's a really large sample, we take a subsample and we try to get enough krill, which we stage according to sex and maturation stage. And this is to get an idea of the structure of the krill population.
Besides krill, what other variables are important for the management?
Yeah, well, we look at all the different species that we get in the trawl, because there will also be krill predators like fish there.
I've seen a lot of fin whales, and even one coming up close to the boat, which was really, really cool. But I'm still waiting for the blue whale to come by.
Fin whales. There's at least 3 of them. Tre finnar over 7 kilometer when we run the survey, we go along predetermined survey lines, and in addition to recording the acoustics from the echo sounders, we also watch the surface of the water for whales and seals and penguins in a certain sector of the ship, and then we register everything we see.
Why are you recording this video?
It is to see if there are development in the amount of krill predators in the area, and also how this links to the information that we get from echo sounders and from the catch we get in the trawl stations.
Has anything to do with the web population?
Yeah, we want to find out how many whales are in the area and if the numbers are changing all the time. Yeah, well, where there is krill, there is often also whales and also fishing vessels. So in that regard, they share the same resource.
Vi har ju den film från Solsson. If I'm going to take one, I want a proper one. And remember, no eating before everything is ready.
My name is Bahar and I work as a technician at the IMR. On this survey I staged the krill and determined the sex of the krill. Oh, this is a big female. These ones represent the different maturity stages. So this is for the females and this is for the males. So this is the early maturing stage and this is the last one. With the samples we have to sort them and take out all the superbas so we can stage them and a length measurement.
Yeah.
period they have to stop fishing for good research?
Something we have to do. I would prefer to fish, of course, but it's okay.
But do you think that the research they're doing is helping you?
I hope so. Yeah, I think so. They are mapping everything, and yeah, it's. I think it's necessary to keep control of the biomass of the krill and everything. So I think and hope it helps us in the future.
What have you learned in these 10 years?
We have seen that the biomass is fluctuating a lot. They have natural oscillations. We have now 10 years of data, and it's still a very short time scale. So we also want to see how it looks, to see the patterns in the years to come.
Sorry, X.
Delete.
This year when we arrived, 2nd of January I think, there was 1-2 whales a day maybe. From end of January until now it's been a lot of whales. When there is krill around the vessel, the whales are also close, so they are hunting for the same.
Now what we see is that the population of whales is probably, looks like it has been increasing the last few decades, and they are important predators of krill. They eat a lot of krill. So do seals and also penguins. What we do now is we count whatever we see of whales and penguins and seals along these transect lines, and we use that to estimate population size and how this is changing over time, both in numbers and densities and species composition. So when we know more about that, we can also estimate how much krill they eat when we know the energetic needs that the different species have. Because the main prey is then the krill. What we have seen also this year is that there's a lot of fin whales. Normally there is prevalence of fin whales in this area, but also there is a mix with humpback whales. But so far we haven't seen much of the humpback whales. So that's interesting. We use fishing vessels as a research platform, and it works very well. We have a good cooperation. The crew is fantastic. They support us in all ways, and yeah, it's a very comfortable cooperation that we have.
And what are the challenges?
A research vessel has perhaps more opportunities. So a fishing vessel is designed for fishing, so it can't do everything that a research vessel can do. So we have some limitations, but things can kind of be adjusted to the tools that we have available. So yeah, we have to learn from that and do the best out of the situation. We also learn a lot as scientists from talking to fishermen about their experiences and how they kind of perceive the environment down here, and have experienced how things are fitting together. So they are down here much more than us, but in a different way, kind of. They have a different focus. But we learn a lot from this cooperation. Yeah, Norway is a major fishery nation in the Southern Ocean. We fish now more than half of the total catch in the Southern Ocean, so we have a responsibility to contribute with science to the management. So the Norwegian fishing industry, they have offered to a vessel and crew for a certain period every year, and then we scientists can come on board and we can use the vessel for this purpose. We have a cooperation with the members of Kemlar mainly, so here the data flow is more or less open. So and we also have cooperation with other partners that are active, for example, around South Georgia and South Shetland areas. So we are a large community of international partners that we cooperate together.
Besides doing this work for camera, this is also a very nice, very good scientific opportunity.
Yeah, it is nice to bring on board students, young scientists, for training and to expand the competence of Southern Ocean biology.
With this wee pad here, we try to estimate how much krill actually is going into the trawl. It's a quota-based fishery, so